Well, hello everybody, and welcome to 8th grade. This is Miss Mars here. What I wanted to do is I wanted to give you guys some tutorial videos about how to access all the tech tools that we're going to be using during the school year. So, of course, I had to start with Google Classroom. Now, a lot of you have already used Google Classroom in the past. Of course, you used it when we did distance learning last school year when you were in 7th grade. So, a lot of you are very familiar with it. But for those of you that aren't or just needed a quick refresher of how to go about using it, how to turn in assignments, how to attach assignments, how to comment or do private message to me or to any of the other teachers that you're going to have, and just how to actually just join the class. That's what I wanted to do for all of you. So this is our little tutorial. Shouldn't be too long, and I hope you watch it just in case you do need this extra help. It's here for you as a refresher. So, all right, so let's get started. So obviously you have your Google Classroom, and this is your home page right here. Now, as you can see, this is like one of my other Google accounts. You're not going to see any of my classes up here. My other school account, I have tons of other classes up here, which you're probably going to have as well from your previous grades that you were in. So you're going to see them all here. What I want to focus on is how to join a class. So obviously this little arrow here is very helpful because it says create or join your first class. So you're going to click on the little plus sign at the top. So when I click that, you're going to click join class. Now we're going to copy and paste the class code that you got from your teacher. This is not the code you're going to be using necessarily. This is a different code that I'm just using to show you, so don't write this down. Okay? So this is a code, and you're going to click join. Now it's going to come up, and it should come up and open up the class automatically. So there you go. So your language arts 8. That's what it's going to look like. This is my actual real page that you guys are going to see when you open up the page. This is my school account here. Okay, there's nothing posted here, but I just want to show you that's what this looks like. This is my fake account, so I'm just want to show you. But this is what you guys see when you go in, okay? I had to make my own account here and become a student because I wanted to see it from your side and show you how to do it from your side because it doesn't look the same when I'm looking at it as a teacher, okay? It's like totally different. All right, so when you first open up the page, you're going to see, obviously, language arts, the period, anything upcoming up here. It's always going to be here on the left-hand side, and you're always going to see, in the stream, you're going to see announcements. Now, I don't post any of the classwork. You will never see classwork in the stream. The stream is just for me to give you guys notifications, like if there's a Google Meet, if something is due and I'm reminding you about it, if people haven't logged in or checked in for the day. Sometimes I may call you out and I may say, hey, so-and-so, you got to get on, let's go. So it's just for things like that. Just any updates that there may be. I never put stuff on here because this can look very cluttered, and it's sometimes very difficult to find your assignments when you are on the stream. So that's why I don't put it on there. I choose to hide them. So what you're going to have to do is when you go to this, you're going to have to find your classwork on the classwork page. So click on the classwork page, and you will see that I actually have one assignment there. Okay, so week 1. So I have a week 1 already put in already. That's how I usually do things, especially when we did distance learning. I labeled everything by weeks, and then I had a today's assignment. So all the today's assignments would be there, and then I would have the week 1 assignments to be listed. There's usually about 5 of them, for the week, because one every day of the week. So this is week 1, and I have the writing journal. So you would click on the journal, and you would see that it's due. It says due tomorrow at 11:59, so you'd have to have that done by then, or else it's considered late. Okay, sometimes I do mark things late, sometimes I don't. It all depends on the circumstances. If you had something going on or whatever, then sometimes I will, not take any points off if things are late. All right, so when you click on that, you're going to see that I opened up the assignment, and it says, please complete the writing journal for today in the Google Doc below. I forgot Doc, sorry. But in the Google Doc below, and you open it up. All right, so all of you have the same thing listed, and you would just click on it, and it'll open up the Google Doc automatically. So there it is with my name. Usually I have a title here so you know what the assignment is. I would probably just put in writing journal there so you would know. Okay, so let's just wait until it comes up because sometimes it does take a little while when I'm doing these videos. Okay, there's my Grammarly that came up. Highly suggest a lot of you get this. It's a free app that you can get, actually, so that we can help you with your grammar, spelling, and punctuation. capitalization, all of that fun stuff. All right, so let's just pretend for a second that I'm the student and I want to turn this in. So what I would do is I would do, I'm just going to type in a bunch of stuff. Okay, and say I'm done and I want to submit. So what I'm going to do is it's going to save first because it says saving up at the top. Let's see if it does. I think it is. Okay, and then once it saves, what you can do is you can obviously click turn in. Now you're not going to share. Please, 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 please don't ever share with me because then that just goes in my big folder in Google Drive and then it gets lost. I have tons of stuff in my folder, so I don't suggest that you ever share with me unless there's like no turn in or something like really happened and you can't turn it in for some reason. But most of the time you can. So, but just don't click share because I will probably never find it again. All right, so you're going to click turn in, and it's going to turn it in for you. Now, once you do that, then it gets sent to me. So I'm going to go on to my side and I'm going to show you what I see when I go on to Google Classroom. So I'm going to go into classwork here, and I'm going to click on writing journal, and I'm going to view the assignment, and this is what I see when I click on it. So it doesn't say turned in yet because it probably didn't go all the way yet. I want to click refresh just to see. Whenever that happens and you don't see click right away or go right away, you can always click the refresh button and it will go. I find that does help sometimes when it doesn't automatically turn it in or it doesn't register that it's turned in yet. So we're going to do that. So the assignment should be already turned in. It's going back to the page now. So hopefully it says one attachment submitted, turn in. And you're going to say, I got it, we're good, and turn in. Now once you turn it in, that means that you can't really do anything with it. So say, here, let's just go here first. So, and say, oh, yep, see, so then I see that you turned it in, it says one turned in, so we are good, and I can put in a grade for you, I can look at it, I can make comments on here as well. So if I click on me, I will be able to see that I have the document submitted. All right, so that's what I see on my end. For you, now you're going to see this, and it's going to be submitted. But say you don't, say your teacher, say I decided that you needed to redo something on it. I'm like, oh, so-and-so, you got to redo it. What you do is you have to click unsubmit first. You can't edit it. Like if you click on this, you will not be able to edit it. It will say it's already turned in and you can't make edits. So you have to click unsubmit. Once you do that, it's going to ask you again and prompt you to ask you if you really want to do that. And you would say unsubmit. Now you can actually redo it again. Now the cool thing is with Google Classroom also as well is that you can add your own documents. So I know a lot of my former students, what they would like to do is they would like to maybe add an attachment. Some of them didn't like typing on the computer, they like to write. So what they would do is they would write it out, handwrite it on paper, and then they would take a picture of it from their phone or their computer, whatever, and then attach it to the assignment so that way I can see that they actually did it. So what you do is you click add and create. Now you can use Google Drive, you can use a file, you can create new. Now I would like usually if you're doing a file like a photo that you've handwritten assignment and then you took a photo of it, then I would suggest it would probably be saved into your file. So I'm going to click on file. I'm just going to click on a random file, like maybe a picture to post that I have in my computer already saved. So then what we would do is here I'll do an example of a math lesson I was doing for my other class. So we're going to click open, and you're going to click upload, and it should upload to the assignment. Okay, so you can put as many as you want. Obviously, I don't want like 20 of them, and you probably don't need 20 of them, but just in case. This is also very good for if you're turning in a math assignment like I have here. This I did on a whiteboard, a digital whiteboard, and I was able to actually write on the whiteboard and do the math problem with the students, and then I took a screenshot of it, saved it on my computer, and now I can upload it here. So a lot of you, this will be good for you for when you're doing math, possibly science, things like that. English and Social studies, we really don't use it too much, but you never know. And then you would click, if you need to, click again, click turn in. And then it's going to say, do you want to submit these 2 attachments? And you would say turn in. If not, you would just click cancel and then like take off one of the attachments that you have, and then everything is submitted. All right, so that is basically it in a nutshell. When you would need to go back, you just click on the Language Arts 8, and it'll take you back to the stream. And then you would actually go back onto classwork if there's any additional classwork that you need to post, okay? Now, I think that's it for now. You can always do Google Calendar. I strongly advise a lot of you do a calendar to keep yourself organized, especially if we're doing distance learning and you need to have multiple assignments turned in and we're not at school. You can always view your work if you need to. That is also there as well. I'm also going to possibly add where you can actually see your grades. So I always grade everything, so that will be an option that you're going to see pop up probably next to people. So you get to click on that and see the grades for all of your assignments, and also see what is missing or what was turned in late. Okay, if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Email me, anything like that on the Remind app, on Google Classroom as well. And then if your parents have my phone number, they can always reach out to me as well if you need any further assistance with Google Classroom. All right, everybody, I will talk to you soon and have a fantastic day. Look out for another video I will be posting about another tech tool we're going to be using during the school year. Bye, guys.